Shake it, baby. Cool.
The first-person shooter. Mankind's great leap forward in simulated violence, and arguably more culturally significant than several actual historical events. Wolfenstein 3D arrived in 1992 with pixelated corridors, Nazi soldiers, and the revolutionary concept of experiencing a game entirely through the protagonist's own eyes. Today's episode honors this remarkable lineage.
Question number 1. In Half-Life, what creature latches onto humans' heads? Is it A, facehugger, B, brain squid, C, head crab, or D, thinking cap? The correct answer is C, head crab.
The head crab is a small alien parasite central to Valve's 1998 game Half-Life. It attaches to a human skull, seizes control of the nervous system, and repurposes its host as a lurching, decomposing approximation of a person. Within the corridors of Black Mesa, these creatures launch themselves at scientists and security personnel alike with no particular preference, leaving behind a workforce that is technically still on the premises.
Question number 2. In the original Halo, what is the parasitic alien faction called? Is it A, the Covenant, B, the Flood, C, the Prometheans, or D, the Homeowners Association? The correct answer is B, the Flood.
The Flood is the parasitic alien faction in Halo Combat Evolved, Bungie's 2001 first-person shooter. The Flood spreads by infecting living hosts, human and Covenant alike, converting them into grotesque combat forms driven by a collective biological intelligence. Their arrival midway through the game shifted the tone from military shooter to something considerably more unsettling. The Covenant, wielding warships and plasma weaponry, considered the Flood a threat serious enough to justify burning entire planets to contain it.
Question number 3. In the classic Doom games, what pet does Doom Guy canonically own? Is it A, a dog, B, a cat, C, a parrot, or D, a rabbit? The correct answer is D, a rabbit.
A rabbit named Daisy was Doomguy's canonical companion in the Doom series. Her fate, as established in the game's lore, was grim, killed by the invading demons, which served as Doomguy's personal motivation for the subsequent hours of relentless carnage. The designers at id Software gave their protagonist a rabbit as a pet, and then immediately used its death to justify an entire game's worth of demon slaughtering. It remains, by most accounts, an effective narrative device.
Question number 4. In GoldenEye 007, what does DK mode do? Is it A, gives characters big heads and long arms, B, makes characters invisible, C, turns characters into monkeys, or D, teaches characters excellent table manners? The correct answer is A, gives characters big heads and long arms.
DK mode is a cheat code in GoldenEye 007, the landmark 1997 spy shooter developed by Rare for the Nintendo 64. Activating it inflates every character's head to an improbable size and stretches their arms to unsettling lengths, while the legs remain entirely standard. The name is a reference to Donkey Kong, whose proportions the mode loosely approximates. GoldenEye 007 was a defining title in console gaming history, and DK mode was its most committed contribution to the purely absurd.
Question number 5. What is considered one of the earliest first-person shooter games ever made? Is it A, Wolfenstein 3D, B, Doom, C, Quake, or D, Maze War? The correct answer is D, Maze War.
Maze War was developed between 1973 and 1974 by students at NASA's Ames Research Center, making it one of the earliest documented examples of first-person perspective gameplay. The game placed players inside a simple wireframe maze viewed from the first-person perspective, tasked with locating and shooting other players navigating the same corridors, a format that would define an entire genre for the following 5 decades. Doom, Quake, and Half-Life all owe a considerable debt to what was, at its core, a maze with opinions. And now, the moment of reckoning has arrived. If you got 0 or 1 correct, you are the Grunt, a Covenant foot soldier of such legendary timidity that Halo's entire difficulty curve was calibrated around the assumption that you would, eventually, run away. And if you got 2 to 4 correct, you are Joanna Dark, Perfect Dark's coolly lethal operative, possessed of exceptional competence, impeccable aim, and the quiet confidence of someone who has, frankly, handled considerably worse. But if you got all 5 correct, you are the Doomslayer, an entity so singularly and magnificently unstoppable that hell itself once convened a meeting specifically to discuss what precisely to do about you. That concludes our expedition through the hallowed corridors of first-person shooter history. Whether you emerged as a Doomslayer or shuffled off as a humble Grunt, the important thing is that you showed up. And in this genre, that is, historically speaking, half the battle. Until next time, Cat Quiz bids you a very good frag.